It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. You're watching TCTV. It's the Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They will get better.
Hi, I'm Freddie the Intern, and you're watching the TCTV Training Show, where we take all the projects from the digital field and editing class here at TCTV and showcase them, giving evaluations, criticisms, and critiques to help you make better projects. So, today, our first project is by Seth Vincent, and he's talking to us about the Evergreen Beach. So, let's take a look at that, shall we? Oh, it's right over there.
Look at this! Look at all of this! Let's check this out, come on!
Whoa.
Sand! This has gotta be like the biggest sand I've seen ever! Look, and there's little bugs in here too! Whoa! Wow!
What about the water?
What?
The water, man.
Well...
Look at it! Look at it!
No, look at the sand! Look, dead jellyfish? This is great. This is great. You know, Olympia parks do a great job with their sand, but the Evergreen Park, it's renounced for its biggest sand. It's great. Don't you love this?
But it's Olympia. It's the water.
What
water. Look at that.
What does that even mean?
Not every park has water. All parks have sand boxes.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is great. This is
Get
what we came
sand
for.
in your pants.
Hey, wait.
What?
I'm sorry. I might have got a little carried away with the sand.
You just can't see the forest for the trees and you can't see the beach for the sand.
Well, it's just the sand is so great. It's.
Wait.
Just listen. Whoa.
Hey.
Who's this guy?
Hey, man.
Hello?
Hi. What's up?
Just been standing on this beach for, I don't even know how long anymore.
What? How long? Don't know.
10 years.
Like, just been standing here?
Yeah. I got marooned my boat. We're gonna go to a party.
Let's see any party.
Well, yeah, further down the lake.
Well, you've just been standing here for 10 years waiting for a party that's not coming? Can you do a little sailor outfit or something? Tell me, hey, what do you like better? The sand or the beach? You're a sailor, right?
It's pretty big sand.
Yeah, isn't it? It's great.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big chunk of beach.
Yeah,
It's a lot of water, man.
a lot of treacherous water.
Do you know anything about this park?
No.
Huh. Well, I don't know why you're standing there. There are trails that go back up into the park. You could leave at any
And you
time.
can look around.
The only way a sailor leaves land is by sea.
Oh. I see.
Yes.
Well, now that we've seen the sand
Beach.
of the Evergreen State Park, we're going to go and find some other hot spots of this park. It's really great. There's lots of foliage.
Tree houses.
Well, yeah, but the green of this forest is
We came from that way.
no, but I thought we came from over there.
I thought we came from over there.
Oh,
Which way do
well.
we go?
not sure. You guys. Oh, hey, it's you again.
The direction you want to go is that way.
Is it? We want to see like the tree houses still, and what
No.
else were we gonna see? The
No,
bridge.
no. treehouse, it's nothing. Those rocks you saw, nothing. What you guys want is that way.
So that's the way we came from?
What you want is that way.
Do you want a job?
Okay.
Yeah, you
Awesome.
join our
You can,
crew.
yeah, you can join our filming
Yeah.
crew. This is great. You seem like a professional at this. Yeah.
You obviously know something about these woods.
I just hang out by the beach. I just hear things.
I don't buy that crap.
All right. Well, see you at the next park.
Okay.
All right.
Huh. Well, should we get going?
Yes.
So this park, they say it's the evergreen park. It's never gonna stop being green. It's great.
Oh
It's
boy, grass.
foreverly green. I'm just so excited about this park
Leaf.
today. This is one of Olympia's greatest parks. It's very large.
Hey, look,
Where-
dirt.
I think I've already mentioned that, but anyways, this is such a great park,
Branches.
and the foliage is. Oh my God! What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? We gotta go! We gotta go! We gotta go!
Why are we running anyway?
I don't know. I don't know what that was. It's too real. We can't show this to other people.
What do you mean?
We gotta stop recording. We gotta stop recording. What are you recording? Stop! 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 No, this isn't gonna work. We can't film this. It's too big. It's too big of a secret. We can't have this. This
What
is
kind
too
of- I
large.
didn't
We
even
can't.
see
You
what
gotta
it
stop
was.
filming. You gotta stop.
Well, great job, Seth. That was a fantastic project. First of all, let's see. I really loved all the great musical touches you had. The sounds that you used were fantastic, and they really sort of punctuated the scenes very well, and they added dramatic touches when new characters came in. That was very well done. Let's see, but the music at times did distort some of the talking, the speaking audio. So one of the things you can do about that, it was clipping, and so what you just drop the gain on the music track, and then that should make the speaking track sound much better. Let's see, there was also you were doing the whole thing handheld, and so it was kind of shaky at times, and when you would switch from one character to the other, it would be a little bit of strange framing. So one thing I could suggest would be to use a tripod. I know that's something we say here a lot at the TCTV Training Show. Finally, you had wonderful characters. They were funny, compelling, and it kept the story interesting and led it all the way to the end, which was a very nice little twist ending, and it was a good way to use make people want to go check out the website and go look in the woods. All right.
Hey, Peter Goodmanson here, taking over for Freddie on the TCTV Training Show. So we're going to continue on with another video segment, and this one is by Terry Knight. And so we're going to watch that right here. Take a look.
It's the day before the first concert of the 26th season of the Olympic Music Festival. Laura Eglitzen, who's the daughter of Alan Eglitzen, the man who founded the festival in 1984, lounges outside while an aging black lab keeps a laconic watch. There's really not much to watch for, though, at least not yet, but there are still a few things to do, like directing music lovers to the parking area on the 55-acre farm where the Olympic Music Festival takes place each summer. Here, in a pastoral setting decorated with lush strawberry fields. And crowned with a tractor atop a hill, there arrive each year some of the best musicians in the world to play the greatest music ever written. And while it happens every year, this season is beginning with something special because Teddy Abrams, considered by some to be the greatest living clarinetist and America's newest musical prodigy, is coming to play.
Well, Terry, I thought you had some really great audio design. In the beginning shot, there were some nice little sound effects of birds crowing and whistling and doing all sorts of other little hoots and things, and I thought that was really effective in setting the mood for the piece. You had a lot of really cool B-roll in your shots, such as the guy pounding the sign onto the tree, and just a lot of different things that happened during your voiceover. And now your voiceover in particular was really great. You had really, really descriptive words, and it flowed really nicely. The only problem was that it was a little hollow sounding, and so you might just watch your audio next time, maybe use a different kind of microphone depending on what you'd used in the past. The text was a little distracting. It seemed like there were some redundant titles. You had yourself as a producer, an editor, and a director, and it seems like that could all be summed up as just a producer. Other than that, thank you for turning that in. It was a pleasure, and we hope to see more from you in the future. So let's go on to a new segment, and this one's going to be by Paul Peck. This is actually a reprise of one we've already shown, but it's just so great we got to see it again. So look, it's over there.
My name is Bob Peck. I've been interested in boats ever since I was a little kid, when I watched my father build a boat. We lived in North Dakota. Believe it or not, there was a lake big enough for a little boat. And I have built boats, big, small, all kinds of them, sailboats, powerboats, rowing boats, for a number of years. Recently, I got interested in steam engines and thought I'll build myself a steam engine, which I'll put in a boat and have a steam-powered boat. First of the kind for me. So I'm going to show you today what's involved in building a steam engine. This is a steam engine called Tiny Power. I built this steam engine from a collection of cast iron and bronze and aluminum parts. Steam engines operate from steam, of course. Steam goes in here through a valve chamber into a piston here, makes the engine go one way or the other. This lever is a forward reverse lever. It'll go in reverse this way, forward this way. That's the basic structure and nature of a steam engine, and they have considerable power for their size. A steam engine is what's called a reciprocating engine. We are taking back and forth motion and converting it into circular motion, and we do that by pushing down from the cylinder from the shaft and the cylinder onto a crank arm going around a crank on the end of the shaft. This is the counterweight, and this is the crank pin. You will notice this goes up and down, and this goes around and around. This part of the engine up here is called a crosshead. That's because you're crossing reciprocal motion with circular motion. That's how a steam engine, that's how the engine in your car works, as a matter of fact. But it's clear and visible in a steam engine. And the shaft, which is in the center, goes right through everything, and on the other end you can drive machinery with it. That's how it works, and here's what it looks like. And if we do it right, it's going to run, and it's going to make a toot, 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 and we'll go through the water and have a lot of fun with it.
Hey, we're back, and thanks for staying with us. We just watched Paul Peck's training segment on how to make a steam engine. And this was really, really super informative and really well done. And there were a lot of great things about it. He had really good camera work. In the first part of the interview, he was really well framed off to the side. It followed the rule of thirds. And there was also sound effects punctuating it, such as the steam whistle throughout in certain sections to kind of divide up what he was talking about, which I thought was really effective. The camera went out of focus occasionally, which you can fix by changing the settings to be on manual only. I noticed that when you moved something close to it, it sometimes shifted a little bit. Well, that pretty much sums it up, so thanks, Paul. Our next segment, we're going to be looking at the underground music scene in Olympia, so stay tuned.
I work at K Records, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Olympia All Ages Project. The Olympia All Ages Project is a nonprofit that's putting on shows and hopefully at some point art events. Right now, mostly just local all ages show promotion. So we're at a show at the Vera Project. We're seeing Mount Erie with Y and Julie Doiron. And so while we're there, we happen to bump into Kevin Erickson, who is the director of the Department of Safety in Anacortes. And Phil was playing a show the next day in Olympia, and we were talking about how Olympia doesn't have any good all-ages spaces. It's just, Olympia has this history of being this amazing music town, and over the last 20 years, there have been some inspiring things that have come from here. There's, of course, the Capitol Theater. They have the front stage and the backstage, and it's just the backstage has gotten really expensive to rent. And so, people aren't booking that anymore, and they're trying to have more films at the theater, which makes sense. I think one of the things that prevents people from having all-ages shows here is that, you have to rent a space here, and so that was sort of the goal of doing the Olympia All Ages Project, is to, make it so that it wasn't hard to do that. One of the very first shows I ever did on my own was Kimya Dawson, and because she's a K artist, we were able to put up a bunch of that money knowing that we'd get paid back, but the PA and the deposit and the rental fee was $700 or something like that. So it was so expensive to rent, and I realized that no kids are gonna have $700 to put on a show. I mean, even if it's their most favorite band, they don't have $700 sitting in the bank just crossing their fingers that they're going to make money back on the show. We also have a website. It's olympiallages.org. And you can check out our wish list just in case you happen to have some old gear lying around that you wanted to give to us. People can totally make donations. We are fiscally sponsored by another nonprofit, meaning that we use somebody else's 501(c) to get nonprofit status. We have monthly meetings the last Monday of every month at the Mix 96 boardroom, which is right near Cafe Vita.
That was a fantastic project. We've seen that one before too, but it's once again a really great one, so we wanted to come back to it. The pacing was amazing. I really enjoyed the way that you used the still pictures kind of in these flashing moments to the beat in between the interview, which it was a fantastically done interview. The audio was fantastic, the framing was really good, and I did notice that every once in a while when you would cut away, it would be in sort of a different angle or a different close-up, and I thought that was really good. It kept it very dynamic and it felt really nice. And the way that you cut to the live music was also fantastic. Although on the first one, it seemed like you might need to normalize the audio a little bit more, which means keep all the audio on the same level. The audio kind of like it jumps out at you at first, and then the rest of the audio is still a little bit quieter than that. So yeah, so maybe normalize the audio. But other than that, you used music and you used pacing and everything. You did completely wonderfully. So very good project. So I think that about wraps it up for our projects today. But we've got a really great training tip of the day coming up from Eric Oderman. So stay tuned for that. We've got some new equipment here at TCTV, and we want you to know how to use it. All right, to you, Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric with TCTV. Those of you who edit at home will be happy to know that we recently upgraded our Apple MacBook Pro laptop computers as part of our leasing arrangement with Apple. While these new laptops are pretty similar to the ones that you've used before, they have a few new hardware and software features you should know about. The first thing you'll notice is a new design on the outside. While the screen is the same size, it is now brighter and has a wider color gamut, which means more faithful reproduction of colors. This is particularly important if you're color correcting in Final Cut. The screen's brightness changes automatically, but you can change it yourself by pressing the F1 or F2 button. Pressing the F5 or F6 buttons will change the brightness of the backlight on the keyboard. The ports are located along the left side of the notebook. Starting from the back, you'll find the MagSafe power adapter jack, a FireWire 800 port, 3 USB 2.0 ports, as well as audio line in and audio line out for microphones or headphones respectively. It's important to note that the new 9-pin FireWire 800 port on this laptop is different from the older 4 or 6-pin FireWire 400 ports you're used to working with. While FireWire 800 is totally backwards compatible with all devices like our DV cameras or our portable tape decks, you'll need to use one of these 6 to 9-pin FireWire cables to plug into our new laptops. And you can still use the USB 2.0 ports to plug in devices like flash drives. Remember, you can use the provided wireless Apple Mighty Mouse with the laptops at any time by simply turning on the mouse. If you prefer to use the laptop's trackpad, you'll notice that there's no separate mouse button. In fact, the entire trackpad is the button. Simply press down on the lower half of the trackpad until it physically clicks. The new trackpad also features multi-touch support in Mac OS X. If you want to scroll within an open window, swipe 2 fingers vertically or horizontally. If you want to hide all your windows and reveal the desktop, swipe 4 fingers up, then swipe again to display the hidden windows. Swiping 4 fingers horizontally will switch between open applications. If you have any questions about the new MacBook Pros, or if you'd like to be certified to use them, please contact any TCTV staff person. Thanks for watching.
Well, thanks for watching the September episode of the TCTV Training Show. If you would like to become enrolled in the TCTV training class, you must first become a member of TCTV, and by that you can just go to our orientation and decide whether or not you want to become a part of it. And at that point you can pay your membership fee or opt out. So give us a call at 360-956-3100 if you would like to do that. Or you can go online and to our website at tctv.net and click on training for more information. Now, the training show, what you're watching tonight, airs Thursday nights at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 3:30 p.m. on TCTV's Channel 22. So, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month.
It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show.
Hey, we're back, and we just watched Paul Peck's segment on how to make steam whistles.
And check out when the next classes are and register and call us at 1-800-3100.
If you would like to become a part of the TCTV training class, you can go ahead and give us a call. Let's not trip over the chairs. We're just going to do it live, okay? We're doing it live!
Training Show. They will get better.